Welcome to Miranda's Insights India number 5. And today's topic is I am the truth that the teacher speaks. So I'm in a place called Tiruvannamalai, Tamil Nadu, India. And this place is famous for that mountain over there. And this mountain is Arunachala, where Ramana Maharshi meditated in the caves in that mountain for many years in silence. And he used to walk around this mountain daily or every few days, and the walk is about 13K. It takes about 3.5 hours. So now we have people from all over the world coming as a pilgrimage place, Westerners and of course all over. Anybody who's a meditator or a spiritual seeker will come to this place, and as a result, it's attracting great gurus and teachers and speakers, as well as spiritual seekers. And so I've been fortunate enough to be here and take in a lot of the lectures and talks, and just meeting great people. Some of them are at the status of a guru, sometimes called enlightened. Others are at different status, socially, their status, and they would behave differently. Gurus will have a certain way of there'll be a whole setup of presentation, and other speakers will just sort of sit quietly in a temple and speak to a small group of people. So everything is here. So I've been really appreciating the taste of the varieties of ways of communicating truth. And so my insight is this, that I am the truth that the teacher speaks. And I see this now more than I've ever seen it. And this is because when I was young, I've been traumatized by an authority figure, a principal of a school, Sister Consolata to be precise, but I've had other traumas even earlier. So I've been traumatized by authority figures, teachers, and whatnot. And but I've done a fair bit of work recognizing my effect, the effect that these earlier authorities had on me. I've recognized it, so I've done some personal work and cleared out the charge of the sense of separation from myself and them. So earlier, when I did a lot of traveling and meeting different teachers and gurus, I felt very strongly affected, or had a strong impact on me. These people did. However they would speak to me, however they speak to the audience, I would have some kind of reaction. I would feel that they would be insulting us or myself, or they would be challenging us, or they would be arrogant, or they would be dismissive, or some kind of style that I would get a very strong reaction to. And sometimes I'd be in their company and I'd feel blessed by them. Other times I would feel I'm transcending and I'm kind of leaving the field. So many different reactions I would have in their company. And they had this power of influence because I was living in a state of duality, which means, what I mean by that is that I was holding some trauma in my nervous system, and I projected it onto the teacher. And so therefore, I always was expecting that they would treat me in the same way that my first trauma happened. And so basically, all of the power of influence that they had on me was something that I was carrying inside of myself and projecting it. So they had power over me. But since I did this work on myself in relation to the earlier traumas and earlier authority figures, I cleared it out of my energy field. Now I can be in the company of these great beings speaking truth, and instead of them having an impact or an effect on me, negative or positive, or increasing me in somehow or decreasing me somehow, I am now feeling neutral. But I am still very much enjoying. So what's going on now for me is I'm listening to the truth factor in what they say. And they're all speaking some form of truth. If I was in my intellect or in my sort of discerning mind, I would be picking them apart and then getting offended or some kind of reaction or getting high or something. But that's not happening now. Now I'm receiving the truth. I'm not getting affected because I am the truth, because I've done the work to connect to the truth inside myself. I walk into that audience and I'm sitting there just like anybody else. And my focus now is, where's the truth in where they're speaking? Let me listen to that, because that's all I want to be in the company of, is the truth. And I'm not going to allow my mind, my discerning mind, my intellectual mind to, or even my ego, to go in there and feel some kind of separation or duality or a projection onto them, using, being affected by them somehow, judging them or whatever. So that's the beauty, and that's what I suggest that you do, that you are also the truth. And if you can listen to the truth within yourself, then you will have the ability to tap into the truth when anybody speaks. So instead of being offended or hurt or high or low, increase or decrease, there will be no effect except for the fact that you are listening to the truth, and you're going to get filled up with the truth because you know what you're looking for, which is really just your own self. And that's what I got. And that's a really beautiful experience for me, especially having been traumatized by teachers and feeling that they have this great power over me. Now they don't, because I've decided that I am the truth that they are speaking. And that's it for today. Thank you for joining me in my 5th insight, and more is yet to come. See you next time. Bye.